Let's do this. Good morning, John Silva. Hey. Good morning, Andy Nolan. Do you have your own that weird head in Twitch? That's pretty cool. How did you make that? Hey, good morning, Arpage. What an honor. Okay. How's it going, everyone? How was the weekend? Was the weekend good? My weekend was pretty good. Shitty weather, super cold, windy. There was a storm, but it was still good. That's pretty cool. Partner with Twitch. What does that entail? Those deadlines, those nasty, nasty deadlines. What can you do, right? You need to eat. Yeah, Arpex, this horrible weather. But, you know, it gives contrast to when the weather is good, so it's looking better today, even though it's still a little bit cold. But it's definitely better. The Nolan. Yeah, you sell your soul. Is that what it means? Let's see. Oh, where's that nice sketchy brush I used last time? Is that the one? No. This one. Oh, it's nice enough. Right. Actually, no. I know I have a good one. That one. Yeah, that's the one. Right. Alright, John Silva. I'm not gonna go there and look at the moment. But congrats, I guess. Is it recently you got partnered with them? Or is it old news? Yeah, exactly, Andy. How can you go eat? I mean, I don't think he's going to eat now. I think he's referring to freelance contracts, deadlines. But yeah, all the food that you get in your fridge is directly transferred to Twitch. So now I want to design some sort of nasty orc. Just playing around with shapes and things. That's cool. So it just means you have had enough traffic for Twitch to warrant partnering with you, so to speak, so that people can donate money to you over like PayPal and stuff like that, I guess. Ah, right. So at the moment they can't choose, so they just get whatever I'm broadcasting, or whatever Twitch decides that I should broadcast as. Oh, that's pretty. That's a bit shitty, isn't it? Why did I do that hair? Super annoying to draw around constantly. What can I do? Oh, in January. It was a long time ago. That's cool. So they just surprised you with an email saying, "Hey, you got enough traffic. How about you get some money for it?" Right. So I got some like sponsorship email like last month. I don't know what that is, but some like company wanted discount rates and stuff. I don't know what. It's a cool thing that you though, that you can decide the stream rate or quality. That's cool. I wish that was a default setting. But I mean, you don't know about that until you hear about that. That's what can happen, right? Oh yeah, John Silva. No. I was laughing at the offer. They were like, "Yeah, you can buy stuff for a little bit cheaper than usual, and you have to have X amount each month." It's like, what? you're just trying to sell me through my ego. So, like obviously just trying to con me, more or less. It's funny, some people don't read between the lines. I bet you a lot of people just said, "Oh, I'm sponsored. Oh, yes," until they get screwed. I kind of saw it instantly. But it was so cool though to get that email. I mean, obviously my ego was a little bit happy, but also red flags like, I'm just doing this little stream. 10 people a morning, that's not a lot of people, obviously. I have to refresh. Can't see the timer anymore. I mean, I can OBS, but let's do it like that. I like that idea more. Okay, belt loop like that. Andy Nolan, I do think about armor pieces as they have function. Why is it there? um, how is it connected to the other pieces. More like constructing it, right? I like that aspect a lot more than just visually appealing shapes. I mean, obviously I tried to do that as well, but I always try to construct the pieces, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. You know, just some general understanding of how things should be, right? I know it's not really rocket science. If you go look at the medieval armor at a museum, it's very self-explanatory. John Silva, I don't know if you're asking me or Andy, but I can answer as well. My family's good. My daughter is in kindergarten. My son is home from from school. Currently, he's cleaning his room because it looked like there had been a hand grenade thrown into his toy box. He has to 3 o'clock to do it, so he has Morris all day, and he's already complaining. But you know, kids, they're kids. I hope everything is fine with you. All healthy and oh, thanks, Andy. No, one good thing to do is when you feel like you're stiffening up too much, just make a new layer on top. Because I think what happens when it stiffens up is that you're trying to chase the idea, and it's important that you still keep loose, right? So just redraw the area without stiffening up too much. And because if you have it on a separate layer, you can also tweak and adjust the underlying layer without worrying too much of destroying it, because you're just gonna trace over it anyways, you know, so you can skew, warp, destroy the line work completely, you know, or rough sketch it correct, you know, and then just trace that one more time. It's a lot easier that way. That's good, John Silva. Good that everything is as it should be. Makes me happy. So, are you guys watching E3? Super excited about seeing more stuff from there. It's really cool. I really enjoy E3. So great to see games and friends from the industry work, what they've been working on. Bjorn. You have to take perspective in consideration, especially like what I taught at the CGMA is ellipse loops. you have to think of how something sits on in perspective, right? Otherwise, it's not going to be correct. 14 minutes, or I don't know, because the stream window what doesn't want to show. Come on. Why do you guys see the stream? Or is it black for you as well? Alright. I don't see the stream at all. For the sake of seeing the delay, what time is it? That's good, 4:04. Thanks for coming. Good morning. I just wanted to see what the OBS and the delay. Let's put one more rack down. Alright, okay. I'll just watch the OBS clock. It's close enough. I think it's 30 seconds delay, right? That's the general delay on from stream and reality. At the beginning, it was super confusing in regards to at what rate you should answer. You know, like because everything is delayed of what you see from what I'm doing. It's really confusing when you start thinking about it. Like, when will you guys see it versus when I'm doing it? So you have to live like slight delayed. It's really odd. What's my turnaround for a character at each step? For work, I usually do 4 sketches with the value treatment for half a day and send that off. So, I mean, this is obviously just a 30-minute sketch. They're done a lot more cleaner and a lot more care and more proper design. But around 3 designs, fully fleshed out designs, and then a day or 2 for rendering. That's about it. Depends on what the client wants, obviously, but mostly, we focus on designs, so, and it's very production orientated, so there's no flashy illustration for the character. It's just, render materials, pretty enough in presentation for it to be able to sell, to higher ups and take it to production if it's need to be taken there. So it's all very, very straightforward. Ten minutes left. Okay, I'm at a good place at the moment. A couple of more minutes, 5 more minutes of sketching, and then start gravitate towards gray wash. Yeah, we try to not go crazy about delivery speeds. You know, it has quality is quality of the design is important. You know, but also can't take too long. So obviously, certain clients have different time schedules. So we need to adapt to that, obviously. But in general, that's the general kind of benchmark, right? That's usually what we produce. You see, the club. I'm thinking he should. It's a wooden club, kind of, right? But I'm not so keen on it. He's screwed it together so he can have his spike. I just screwed it again. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, he's reinforced it slightly. Crack goes there. Maybe a screw or two. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. That's better. Well, Andy Nolan, because a lot of the stuff we do is straight to production. So we always try to imply character in the poses, but obviously you can't do any super extreme pose for production concept art, you know, because then they're not gonna know what they have to do with it. But yeah, pose is important, but not too crazy, right? I mean, this guy's pose is good enough, you know. He's kind of walking forward. We see enough stuff in here so to inform us of their design, right? And, that's usually the kind of to the point of extreme posing. You know, we can't go too crazy with it. Seven minutes left. Okay, 2 more minutes of sketching. That's okay. That's okay. It's good enough. The design's kind of coming together. Yeah. I mean, character-centered pose. You know, to show personality and behavior. You know, so if it's an aggressive, you know, you can have an aggressive stance, but you can't have too obscuring, right? That's the most important. Because, like I said, they need to work from it. That hand looked horrible. That thumb, is it the thumb? It's the thumb. Stupid thumb. Always ruining the party. Okay, that looks broken. Better. It's okay. Feel free to ask. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting with a guidebook of what's right and wrong, right? It's how we do it. You can always argue that it's right or wrong. What time? 5 minutes. Okay, time to gray wash it. I don't have a choice. Okay. That to multiply. Let's start putting some washes. For some reason, I really love fantasy stuff. You know, I think it's, for me, it's an easy thing to draw. And I love conjuring up a character in a world, in a fantasy world. I think one of the things that fascinate me the most, or I enjoy the most, is kind of like the tangible aspect of fantasy, like real world constructions of armors. You know, it's proven that it works, right? Because it's our actual history, the human history of medieval warfare and all these things. Has a plausibility to it, right? Because it's something that actually happened, and people are moving around in suits of armor, and they have to be constructed to work. And I think that's a big part of kind of what's intriguing about fantasy, is that even though, let's say, it's an orc and it's nasty looking, it still has to wear something. And I think that's a little bit what's missing with sci-fi, is that sci-fi is just so, in a way, random, right? It's whatever we say that this is how they're wearing something. You know, it doesn't really, for me, it doesn't really sell the idea unless they do sci-fi in a kind of grounded way. You know, which is a lot more appealing to me, at least. And I haven't seen sci-fi done in a way where I absolutely accept the world. Except I think there's, top of my head, there's 2 or 3 movies. It's Space Odyssey, 2001 Space Odyssey, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Alien, first movie. I think those are like movies where you don't question the world, right? Andy Nolan, yeah, I have to do one today. I did one yesterday. Friday. Not yesterday, Friday. Hello, 2D. Guten Morgen, wie geht's? Awesome to have you here, 2D. It was a long time ago. How have you been? Last time was in, what? Brighton? Was it? Years and years ago? I don't even remember where we met. Madness. By the way, music recommendation of the day, if you want to look at something funny and listening to a cool guy, it's a guy called Beardy Man. Have any of you heard him? He's a super funny guy. He's making up the music live as he's making it, and recording stuff with his voice, and he has his own machine and things. It's really cool, really nice to listen to, and like hear him coming up with stupid song titles, and he gets like audience participation a lot, so they are all screaming out like topics and so on. It's really cool. You should Google it and have a listen. Beardy Man. He's an English or Scottish guy doing a really cool kind of stand-up music thing. If you haven't watched him, you should. So this music I'm listening to now is him making the music live, making the music up as he's creating music. He gets inspiration to the next song, and he makes up all these sounds and things on the spot. It's really cool to listen to because it's all like organic and free flowing, and yeah, he's amazing. Really talented musician, crazy skills. Mad skills. Skill white eye, and time is up, so I have to stop. Too bad, I was enjoying this. Alright, that's it for the day. Beardy Man is the guy. Yeah, half a year ago for the man. That's 6-something years ago. Yeah, Reggie Watts, they're friends actually. Wild of the Woods. They know each other. They have done stuff together over the years. But yeah, right, stream is over. Just Google Beardy Man like that. Alright, thanks for coming everyone. See you tomorrow morning. Bye!